When a massive shark suddenly began pursuing a diver in the depths of the Atlantic Ocean, everyone observing the dive held their breath. The predator wasn't just following the man, it was aggressively pushing him with its massive body, repeatedly directing attacks at the defenseless diver. The team on the surface was already preparing for the worst-case scenario when the diver unexpectedly grabbed the shark's head with both hands. What happened next shocked everyone and made witnesses to this scene scream in amazement. An ordinary day for Josh Eccles, an experienced diver from the coastal town of Jupiter, began like dozens of others. In his 5-year professional career, he had made more than 1,000 dives into the Atlantic Ocean waters, working with the Emerald Dive Charters team. Josh had become so connected with the marine environment that he dove 3 times daily, exploring underwater beauty and meeting sea creatures face to face. But this day was destined for something special. Barely submerged in the clear Atlantic waters, Josh felt an unusual excitement. Something in the underwater world's atmosphere wasn't right. Suddenly, his attention was drawn to movement. A large lemon shark was swimming purposefully toward him. Unlike the usual behavior of these creatures, it wasn't just passing by, but persistently approaching, as if having a specific goal. "I'm used to their presence. They often swim near us, but usually keep their distance," Josh later told WPBF journalists. But this female behaved completely differently. She literally pushed me with her body and then strangely turned over, showing her belly. In the first minutes of this unusual contact, the diver's heart raced with fear. Not surprising, lemon sharks reach lengths of more than 10 feet and weigh hundreds of pounds. These powerful predators, capable of hunting other sharks and large marine inhabitants, present an impressive sight even for an experienced marine professional. However, natural observation skills and years of experience suggested to Josh that what he was witnessing wasn't aggression, but a desperate plea for help. The shark's behavior resembled the body language of an injured animal. After several persistent pushes and belly displays, the diver decided to take a closer look. What he saw made him forget his fear. "When she raised her belly, I noticed something metallic sticking out of her body," Josh shared. "Touching carefully, I realized it was a fishing hook, deeply embedded in the shark's flesh." Recognizing the problem, Josh made a decision requiring considerable courage to try to free the marine predator from its painful obstacle. The first attempt was unsuccessful. The shark, feeling contact with the painful spot, instinctively recoiled and disappeared into the blue ocean. But the amazing thing happened a few minutes later. The predator returned, as if realizing the human was trying to help. This time, Josh acted more decisively, showing incredible courage. He grasped the shark's head, holding it in a relatively stationary position, and carefully examined the stuck object. "It was definitely a metal hook and not a small one," the diver recalled. "It was very deeply embedded and didn't yield to the first pull." Applying maximum caution and strength, Josh began slowly extracting the foreign body from the shark's flesh. "I pulled slowly, gradually increasing effort, afraid of damaging the tissues even more," he described the rescue process. With each second, it became clear that the hook's size exceeded all expectations. When the metal instrument of torture was finally extracted, even the seasoned diver was amazed. "The hook was the size of my palm, and I'm not a small person, almost 6.5 feet tall and weighing 200 pounds, he recounted with undisguised surprise. "Imagine the pain the poor creature endured all this time." According to the experienced diver's assessment, the shark could have swallowed this hook more than a year ago, and all this time the metal was slowly moving through its body, causing unbearable pain and discomfort. By what miracle did the animal survive such an injury? And how striking that it consciously sought help from a human, a creature from a completely different world, potentially dangerous to ocean dwellers. The most touching moment of this incredible story was the shark's behavior after being freed from the torturous hook. The camera with which Josh's team was filming the events captured unique footage. The liberated predator didn't immediately swim away, but made a circle around its rescuers as if expressing gratitude. In this smooth, almost solemn movement was something difficult to explain in scientific language, the appreciation of one living being to another for relief from suffering. As soon as the hook was removed, She swam away into the clear waters with an expression that could only be interpreted as gratitude and joy, Josh recalls. This moment filled the diver's heart with an indescribable feeling of pride and satisfaction. After all, it's not every day one gets to save the life of one of the ocean's most formidable predators. What Josh and his team experienced that day is truly unique. Approaching an injured lemon shark, successfully helping it, and remaining unharmed, this is something beyond ordinary human experience. Such moments are rare and precious. They reveal the deep connection between all living beings on the planet, reminding us that in critical moments, even creatures as different as humans and sharks can find a path to mutual understanding. The story of the lemon shark rescue quickly spread through social networks and news channels, making people look at these sea creatures in a new way. In a society where sharks are often demonized as soulless killing machines, such stories serve as an important reminder of their complex nature and ability to experience pain and gratitude. However, behind this touching story lies another, more disturbing reality. The metal hook is direct evidence of human negative impact on the marine environment. Fishing gear, especially large hooks used for industrial fishing, annually causes irreparable harm to thousands of marine inhabitants. Many sharks, turtles, dolphins, and other sea animals aren't as lucky as this lemon shark. They don't meet a Josh Eccles on their path and die painful deaths from swallowed hooks or entanglement in fishing nets. Josh Eccles continues his daily dives off Jupiter's shores, hoping that someday he'll meet his rescued friend again. Meanwhile, he shares his story, inspiring others to show more attention and care to the amazing creatures with whom we share our blue planet.